Now our guidelines are drawn. So we have the basic illusion drawn, and now we're going to add in the pattern. So just like with last week's, we're just going to take our Sharpie and create the pattern first and then fill it in. So for our pattern, we're going to start in our upper right corner, and we're going to leave the first section white. And then we're going to put a little mark in there, and then we're going to skip every other one, so that our pattern in this corner will look like this. From here, we're going to go, so this one is going to be black, so this one here is going to be white. This one is white, this one will be black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black. So there's our pattern for that top corner. And then we're going to fill in the rest of our pattern. So if this one is black and that one is white, then this will be white and this top one will be black. And then we'll follow that pattern across. And again, I like to mark my pattern first so that if I make a mistake, it will only have that one little mark in there instead of the whole thing filled in and in the wrong place. So now I'm going to finish my pattern on this top corner. Okay, so there's my second square and my upper is filled in. And then I'm going to come to this bottom one. So that's black and that one's white. So this one will be white and this top one will be black. And then we'll alternate our pattern again. And then we'll fill in the bottom half of this square. Okay. Now we're going to do our last section. So this one will be white and then this one will be filled in because that's white and that's black. And then we'll alternate. And then we'll go to the other side and we'll fill in every other one again. And then you'll just take your ruler once you've gotten your pattern done, and this is what I like to do. I like to put my, well, let me get it started. I like to put my ruler on the outside edge of the line that I'm going to trace. And then I will trace towards the inside of my square. So then I'll do the same thing this way so that I'm filling in more of the inside part of this section instead of making my line thick on the outside. And then I just trace my lines this way. And I know before we traced our lines all the way, and you can do that if you would like to. This is just another way you can do it. So we will finish this section together, and then you can, oops, I did not get that traced. And remember, the Sharpie will bleed a little bit until it's dry all the way. So before you start to move your ruler, make sure that the Sharpie is dry all the way. And so then I'll have two of my sections filled in. This is one way that you can do it. You can put your pattern first and then just trace the shapes and fill them in section by section, or like we have done with the other activities, you can trace all of your lines and then fill in. It really just depends. With this one, I found that it was just easier to do it section by section instead of tracing all of my lines at one time. But whatever works for you. And then once you're done filling in your pattern, you can trace the outside and you can cut it out, and then it will look like this.